So I had an audition with Black Sabbath. I had a couple of days to prepare for it. So I called up a guy who was one of my students. He was learning drums. I was teaching him, and he was a Black Sabbath nut. So I called him up and said, "I've got an audition with Black Sabbath." And he got very excited. And he said, "What can I do?" I said, "Do you have the live album?" He said, "I've got all the albums." I said, "Okay, come down with the live album, the latest album, whatever else you think I might need." So it comes down with about 20 albums about 5 minutes later. And I thought, well, what I'll do, the live album is going to be what they're doing, the songs they're playing regularly. So I learned all of those. I also noticed the drummer on the live album was a different person and he played rather differently. So I learned the studio versions of those songs. Then I learned the new album because they're going to be doing those songs on tour. And I don't know, one or two other things. So I worked really hard. That was hard work for a couple of days, but it was worth it because I knew what it's like to sit there, listen to someone who just doesn't know the songs and how hard it is to go over them again and again while they learn. So I turned up there and they said, right, have you learned the two songs we gave you? And I said, no. So they played those two songs and that was fine. I knew them. And I said, do you know any other songs? I said, I've learned all of the live album because I figured that's what you'd be playing, plus the new album. I went, oh my God, that's amazing. And they said, well, let's play such and such from the live album. And so I said, well, the live version's different from the studio version. So which one do you want? I said, oh, no one's ever asked that before. Let's do the studio version. I played the studio version. It was fine. So about three more songs. And then they went for a tea break or whatever. And Tony Iommi called me aside and said, look, do you want this job? I said, I want it. I'm ready for it. I can do it. And he said, you've got a passport. You can go anywhere. You've got no commitments to hold you back. I said, I can go anywhere, anytime. I've got a passport. I'm ready to go. So I said, right. So he said to the manager, call all the other drummers and tell them not to come because we've got someone. And I thought, that's it. I've done it. And that's how you have to be. You have to grab it with both hands, not pussyfoot around. And that's why I say it's hard work. It's not an easy job. It's a great job. It's a lovely job, but it's hard work. And you have to go with that kind of attitude. And we had a great time playing all over the place. Some people say to me, do you miss the music business? Do you miss being in a band? I said, well, not really, because I did so much of it. But that moment when you step out onto a stage and thousands of people scream and the lights go up, I did enjoy that. That was good. But all the other 23 hours in between, not so sure. All the traveling and the being away, not so sure about that. Anyway, that's just one insight into what it's like. There'll be lots more. Thanks for listening.